Hey guys. Oh, I know it's been a little bit. Um, I got a sinus infection again, so I was in bed all most last week. I did get a little bit of cleaning done and some gardening I want to do, but I had to take my time with it. I think I dealt more with the lightheadedness and dizziness and like Virgo type stuff more than anything this time around, and apparently, I got an ear infection too. Well, starting to go into it, but um, so I stayed in bed most of the time. I've getting back to working out and all. I've been feeling better this week, and but while I was just laid up in bed, uh, I was reading this old book I got from. I'm trying to think what the store is called. It's an antique store in Bell Buckle, um, Tennessee. I was going to say Georgia, but that's not right. Um, But this book, lady got a whole bunch of books in, I guess from a state sale or something like that. Or an old, you can tell an older person had this book because this book, the copyright was 1957, but it's called, well, I guess you can't say it, it's The Believers, by Janice Holt Giles. Apparently, there's two other books that go with it, but oh my God, I know I don't, I try not to do book reviews, but maybe I need to do a channel with nothing but book reviews because I love to read. But I just finished it tonight. It's Thursday, right before Easter, the day before Good Friday. So I just I did ugly cry, especially the last two chapters. Oh my goodness, I was not expecting that ending. I want to cry again, but this lady is such a good writer. Um, she uh wrote, I guess, more like a historical fiction about this couple that got married in the late 1700s, and it wasn't too long after they got married. A lot of people back in those days, went to church on Sunday. They believed the Bible, all that stuff. I say whether you believe in the Bible or not, or Christian or not, I say definitely read this book. It kind of gives a good idea of what religiousness does, and it's like legalism, and it's like some people, you know, they think they're doing good and they're not. And there's some that, there's a difference between being a real Christian or just what real religion is supposed to be and what other stuff is. Like, I can see how easily some things can become a cult or have that kind of mindset. Oh gosh, it's so sad. It's like, I don't want to give too much away, but it's about the Shakers community that came out of the Quakers. And it's like, although this is a fictional book, historical fiction, but it's based off of true life stuff, things that happen. And I, I was trying to do some Google searches earlier, but I want to hurry up and finish this book um, before I came to work. The lady I sit with is she's asleep now, and I'm waiting for my ride to get here because I'm only here for 4 hours at night usually. You know, I make sure she had supper and all, and took her medicine. But I figured while I was waiting for my ride to get here, my relief to come, I'll finish this book because I only had like a few pages left. I was on the last chapter. But oh my gosh, it's just, I had the ugly cry and everything. And it's this couple, I didn't know there was two other books before this that's in this series, a whole series. So I definitely want to go look for it. One is about this lady, Rebecca Fowler. And the book before it was about her mom. I don't remember what the other book was said, but definitely want to get those two books. I had to look this back up. I looked up the author. Um, but yeah, it's about this lady, Rebecca. She married the neighbor's son, or they're kind of behind, neighbor, like, one of the sons, and he gets involved in this other church, and he's like, "Oh, this is the only one that is saying the truth. They're the true way. They're the only way they get in heaven." And then through that, they got involved with the Shakers afterwards, and it's just like they lived. I don't want to call it compound because it wasn't quite like that. It's like, I guess you would say the earlier version of it, and just like they wanted all the men and women, even if well, like married couples, to live apart and not live like their husband and wife. Their children were put somewhere else on the same property. No one could hardly see each other. The only time you seen each other was at the meal times, and you had to sit at separate tables. You know, men at one, women at the other. They were separate at church, and then have meetings. You know, and it's like men on one side, women on the other side. They couldn't talk to each other any, and it was like a whole bunch of other stuff that was coming. And it said it basically it's a sin as husband and wife to do what a husband and wife is able to do in the confines of a marriage. If you get my drip, you know. I know with YouTube, you're supposed to be careful, but uh, you should be able to say sex or stuff like that. If this is off put off YouTube, it wasn't done by me. Just saying. Um, so I'm getting notifications of whatever. But I would definitely suggest like finding a bookstore or secondhand bookstore, antique shop, library, check it out, whatever, and like read it. It's oh my gosh, it's so good. And oh, the sad part was like, oh my gosh, it's like wanted Richard to get like his get in his right mind, and like you want the the wife Rebecca to like start praying for him and all this stuff because she's supposed to be a believer. You know, she believed in God. She didn't like, was it the grew up Presbyterian or something like that, and it was like she didn't really do that. It's like I just wanted to like go reach in a book and shake up uh Richard and be like, "You're stupid. You are losing your wife. You need to leave this place and be with your wife and have that family and just, you know, she needs that attention and so do you." And not like social attention, but you know what I mean, like that companionship. And he almost died at the end of the story from a fire incident, and he wouldn't leave even after that, and she divorced him and fell in love with this school teacher. The a man that wasn't even of the Shaker faith, but they needed someone that was well as versed in what they wanted to be taught in the school. And oh, those kids like lived in the school, literally. Like if during the school time, they were out helping with the adults plowing and the fields and helping with sawmill or whatever they could do. Oh gosh, but it's such a good book. I'm like, I don't know what to say about it, but except for that, and it made me cry, like the ugly cry. So I definitely suggest like reading it. I don't know if I could get that out enough, but so I hope everybody's doing good. Hopefully this week, I don't know if this weekend, but I have some time coming off that I can do some writing, get my thoughts on paper, and know what and do some videos. Still want to do the one, like I said, one about leadership and all, management. You just things that put you over people, and like put some scriptures to it. You know, for those of us that want to do like a Bible study type thing. You know, stuff that you can even look up yourselves. I would need some time. Hopefully this weekend. I have to work tomorrow night. I'll be here all day because I usually come in. I'm supposed to help with her bath for an hour, but I usually come in and just hang out for a day and yeah, help her give her a bath. And on days I work, I only come in an hour early, so I make sure she eats. And usually half the time she goes to bed early. Sometimes she doesn't, but according if she took a nap or not, or if she's tired or feeling good or not. And Saturday I had to be here for a little bit. We just got church Easter Sunday, so I want to see what I can get done this week. And I'm still wanting to cry from the book. Oh, but I will post a picture at the end of this video of the front and back so y'all know what it looks like. This has been evidently read a lot or started dry rot because look at the side. It's started getting worse where I was reading it towards the end. So, yeah. I'm not worried about it. So I'm going to try to, my next book, should I got it over here? I'll go ahead and put this in my bag. Oh. This is the author I've seen last year and the year before. Now, even he claims to be a Christian and a Christian author, but I still am leery about who I do read and don't. Especially if I get checked by them. Like I said, there's some people that claim to be Christians that aren't. They try to hide under that guise. But he was selling his whole series really cheap. I just bought one book. I want to read through it. He was at the what do you call it? Christmas Made in the South show. His name is Keith R. Clemens. Oh, there's my whatchamacallit. My relief. But it's I'll have to show y'all in a minute because come in a minute. But the book's called If I Should Die. It looks like that. So see you guys later. Bye.